Talks all over the office, Mr. J. You really took care of those Purity First assholes. Wish I could have been there to see it.
Hey, boss. I hear that Milwaukee Junction deal got really messy. Lots of body bags? Kinda a shame, don't you think? I mean, I'm sure they put up a lot of resistance and all, but death is such a final solution. I mean, I'm sure they put up a lot of resistance.
I would have liked to have kicked a few asses myself.
Such a
Hey,
final
does the
solution.
company have an augmentation subsidy program? I'd totally take advantage of that.
Can you believe those fanatics? I mean, they think taking hostages will get augmentations banned? But still, it's getting pretty rough out there. Can't even walk into a limb clinic these days without getting harassed. Maybe the United Nations should do something.
What's your take on this, Adam? 2 attacks in 6 months? Can't be a coincidence. Maybe someone's trying to take down the company. Who knows what kind of enemies Mr. Sarif has?
I think it's disgusting how public opinion has turned on David so quickly. Like it's his fault these lunatics keep attacking us.
People seem to think we're hiding something.
Only because Eliza Kazan keeps spinning it that way. Seriously, it used to be that when David talked, all of Detroit listened. What happened?
What happened is that David made too many promises he couldn't keep. 20 years ago, Detroit was on its last legs, remember? And Sarif Industries promised to pick it back up.
Oh, like one company and one man can do that by himself. They're a bunch of ungrateful hacks, if you ask me.
Hey, Jensen, heard about what happened in Milwaukee Junction tonight. Is it true they were really after the typhoon? I tell you, you can't trust anything the media puts out there these days. I tell you, you can't trust anything the media puts out there these
Adam,
days.
I heard you were back, but I just didn't believe it. Gosh, you look good. Were you at the factory tonight? Was that what SWAT was waiting for? Wow, it's good to have you back.
Yeah.
Great job at the plant, boss. Wish I could have gone out with you, but things got a little tense over here, too. Somebody scheduled a protest in front of that limb clinic over on 2nd Street. Things got a little hot for a while, but nothing spilled over to here.
I don't buy for a second he was with Purity First. I think someone slipped him into Sandra's group to manipulate those thugs.
Yeah, but who? Who would know we were developing the typhoon?
The same people who attacked us last time, Roy. I mean, come on. We were testing it when they broke in.
All right, I'll give you that. So what? You think a foreign government is behind this?
Governments aren't the only ones hiring mercenaries these days. Isolé, Kusanji, Taeyong Medical. Any one of our competitors could be behind this.
Jensen, is it true Sanders acted surprised when he heard about the hacker? Who do you think sent them all? Who do you think sent them all?
Hey, do you know if David is gonna step it up security-wise around here? No offense, but I just don't feel like our workplace is safe anymore.
Well, well. If it isn't Attila the Hun, fresh from the killing fields. If this is about the Typhoon, I'll get to it in a minute.
Now, Pritchard. I didn't risk my neck to have you lose it in a pile of CPUs and scuzzy adapters.
Well, look at you, using the big words. Don't think just because you hacked through the plant security system so fast that you're an expert on everything computer. There's a reason I can't examine the Typhoon yet.
Do tell.
For your information, I am running a diagnostic sweep on our network and router security to find out how Sanders' hacker got a hold of our codes.
I'd have thought the first question to ask is, whose codes were they? Unless you already know.
Stick to kicking down doors and shooting people, Jensen, and stop trying to do my job. I guarantee you we'll get along better that way. Don't you have somewhere to be, Jensen? I'm sure Sarif is expecting your report. I would think a man just returned from a 6-month sabbatical would have a lot of work piled up. Just leave, Jensen. I'm very busy.
I hear you cleared up the situation at the plant, Adam. Nice job. Maybe now we can concentrate on getting this place financially solid again.
They talk about
David and you, Darrow? Hell if I know. What did Bill Gates and Steve Jobs talk about?
I bet he's trying to convince him to come out of hiding and make a statement that will counteract Bill Taggart.
Darrow is not hiding. He's working day and night in the Arctic, trying to save the world. It's what millionaires do when they get bored. They save the world. Didn't you know that? Hey, look who's back. I heard you were healing really fast. Congratulations, man. Think you'll be back with us full time or just a couple hours a day? Because, man, we could sure use more people around here.
You looking for something, Jensen? I think Pritchard's in the tech lab. Nice to have you back, by the way.
Talk's all over the office, Mr. J. You really took care of those Purity First assholes. Wish I could have been there to see it. I would have liked to have kicked a few asses myself. Hey, does the company have an augmentation subsidy program? I'd totally take advantage of that.
Yeah. Wait. Still at the office. Things are just starting to calm down. I wouldn't hold my breath waiting for Detroit PD to get answers. Right. I'll see you. What's your take on this, Adam? 2 attacks in 6 months? Can't be a coincidence. Maybe someone's trying to take down the company. Who knows what kind of enemies Mr. Sarif has?
I'm telling you, Hugh, he might not have put the gun in Sanders' hand, but it was Taggart's speech to the UN that started all this.
William Taggart is nothing if not a shrewd political operator. You know that, David.
So for the sake of appearances, I have to look him in the eye and let him bullshit me?
With a smile. Always with a smile. We'll talk later.
Yeah, you wanted to see me?
Yeah, how you feeling?
I've had better days.
Well, when we're done here, check in with Dr. Markovic at the limb clinic downtown. Can't hurt to get a checkup.
If you insist. Listen, about Sanders?
Yeah, about Sanders. What the hell were you thinking? Letting him slip away like that? I sent you in there to take care of things.
And I did. The Typhoon is safe. Sanders didn't know about it. He didn't even know his hacker was augmented. He's not the mastermind behind this, boss.
So you cut him a break? The man broke into my facility and took hostages, Adam. I thought you were ready for this.
I am. Today's attack was just a shell game being run by somebody else. I intend to find out who and why, so that it never happens to anybody again.
Good, 'cause so do I. That hacker in Sanders' group, you're sure he was augmented?
I pulled his cables out myself.
Yeah, well, the police are saying he's not, and they're refusing to let me see the body, no matter how much money I threaten to pull from their retirement fund.
Maybe someone else is offering more. So what do you want me to do, boss?
We have to get a look at the corpse. You still got friends on the force. You think one of them will let you into the morgue?
Depends who I run into.
Get over to the station and find a way inside. Because if that hacker was augmented, his neural hub might tell us who he was. Contact me when you've gotten a hold of it.
You got it.
That hacker's not gonna be sitting still for long. Get over to the station and find a way inside. Don't forget to check in with Dr. Markovic at the 2nd Avenue Limb Clinic. I need you in top shape for this. Don't forget to check in with Dr. Markovic at the 2nd Avenue Limb Clinic.
Were you just speaking to David? I didn't know he'd finished his call. Is everything okay?
As well as can be expected.
Right, like I know what that means anymore. The phone's been ringing off the hook ever since Bill Taggart's little press conference this evening.
Taggart. Sarah was speaking about him when I walked in. What's the founder of the Humanity Front saying about us now?
Oh, he's all sincere this time, denouncing all the violence that's been committed against us, offering to come here in person to express his deepest sympathies.
Right. No wonder the boss seems grumpy.
Can you blame him? If it were up to Luddites like Taggart, you would have died on that operating table. The problem is, he knows how to play on people's fears.
Tampering with human biology can be pretty scary.
Tell that to all the war amps whose lives have been improved because of it. But if Taggart has his way, if he can sway popular opinion enough, then the United Nations will be forced to take a stand. Mark my words, that man is trouble. You better get going, Adam. I'm sure whatever David's asked you to do must be important. And stay out of trouble, will you? We fought so hard to get you back. I wouldn't want to see the effort wasted.
No kidding. General O'Neill would have canceled all our military contracts if anyone got a look at it.
Please report to your
It would be
office.
the least of our problems.
Adam
What do you mean?
Jensen?
Think about it, Calvin. The Typhoon is a suicide terrorist's dream. Imagine if Pike has found out our own government requested it.
Oh, right. Well, lucky for us, Jensen was there to recover it. We were just saying what a good job you did at the plant. You saved our asses on this one. Is it true that hacker was augmented?
Oh, hey, Jensen. Nice job with the Typhoon.
Adam Jensen.
DOD is going to be
Please
real
report to your
happy those
office.
terrorists didn't get a hold of it.
Adam Jensen?
Nobody saw you recovering it, did they?
Jensen, remember me? No, that sounds too desperate. Nuts. Hey, Jensen. Man, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're back. How are you holding up?
I manage.
I'm sorry about Megan. I know it must be hard. For a while, we thought you were a goner, too. Everything's going to shit. The attack on HQ, and now this mess with the factory.
Yeah, tough times all around. How about you, Corella? You okay?
I don't know. I fucked up. I mean bad.
What happened?
Well, a couple of months ago, me and Tyndall, you know, one of Pritchard's techs, we started sneaking out some neuropozyne from one of the labs.
Jesus, Tim. You realize this could get you fired. Worse, arrested if the company chooses to prosecute. What were you thinking?
I know. It's complicated. I didn't want to do it at first, but there were good reasons. Anyway, now I want out, but Tyndall has security footage of me stealing the stuff and says he'll expose me if I ever stop helping him. I'm in a bad spot, Adam. I need that footage back. I know you're busy with everything that's going on right now, but I could really use your help.
What is it exactly you need me to do?
I need you to get back that security footage Tyndall has on me. It's probably in his apartment. On his computer, maybe.
So what? I just look him up in the phone book?
His apartment is near Brooklyn Court. It might be tough to get in because his building has a large security gate protecting it.
Well, that's just great.
Hacking the security gate is possible, but would require advanced hacking skills. You might have to look around for an alternate path. Maybe use the fire escape or something.
All right. Tell me more.
Really? Wow, thanks, Adam. I thought I was done for. The security footage will probably be on his apartment computer. Meet me in front of the subway station parking lot once you get a hold of it.
I got it from here.
Did you get it yet? Adam, please. You have to get that security footage back.
Neuropozyne. What could you guys want with an anti-rejection drug for augmentation patients? Reselling it? Providing a competitor?
Why do you automatically assume I was trying to turn a profit?
Pretty ballsy stealing a patented drug from a secure lab. How'd you manage to do it?
Both Tyndall and I worked the night shift every other week. I stashed the neuropozyne in a bag while he edited the security footage. Guess he kept part of it.
How about Tyndall? Can't you reason with him?
You could try, but Tyndall's a pretty driven guy. I mean, the guy's like a rock. You'd need a Casey-aug or something to crack him.
Casey?
Social enhancer. It's an augmentation designed to read people's reactions and behavioral patterns. Higher end series even allows you to directly influence people, with pheromones or something.
And I should care about this because...
Damn, Adam. Are you really going to shake me down like this? That's cold. I'm hurting here. Look, I may be able to get my hands on a weapon mod for you. Jeez, never thought I'd have to buy your help.
Let me get back to you.
Don't you have somewhere to be, Jensen? I'm sure Sarah is expecting your...
Jensen. Didn't think I'd see you back here. I guess I couldn't find anyone competent to take your place. Hey, I'm not saying you don't know how to do your job, but 2 attacks in 6 months and how many people dead? Not a good track record, pal. Hey, I'm not saying you don't know how to...
In Washington, the UN wouldn't even be considering restrictions.
We don't know that for sure.
And if they hadn't been considering it, Bill Taggart wouldn't have gone to Geneva to give that damn speech, and no one would have tried to kill him.
There's no way you can say that for sure.
Let me finish, Will. We had the world's sympathy for a while, but isn't it funny how quickly it turned on us?
We just need to show the world what good human enhancement can do for people. We need to finish what Megan started. Jensen, I heard you were back. I hope people outside the company aren't giving you a hard time about your enhancements. I mean, it can be tough adjusting, but once you've gotten used to your new abilities, you'll love them.
Hey, Tiger. Megan always did say you'd take well to augmentations. People always fear change, but in the end, it's the ones on the fence who'll make the difference. At least, I think she was talking about you. People always fear change, but in the end, it's the ones on the fence who'll make the difference.
This whole thing just brings back bad memories. I love working here, but it's hard knowing that at any second...
God, I can't talk about it. What if another bunch of radicals burst through the door, like right now, and start shooting?
I know. It's so awful. Because you'd be the first to... I mean, you'd be...
I'd be the first to what?
Nothing. Forget it. Adam, I heard you left behind quite a mess at the manufacturing plant tonight. Have you ever considered anger management seminars? Seriously, you should consider talking to someone about your rage. Therapy really helped my brother-in-law.
Mr. Jensen, I heard it didn't go so well at the plant. Oh, did they really use poison gas? God, what an awful way to die. But I guess you're not here to talk about that. Can I help you find something?
Has anyone been in my office recently?
I think the cleaning people maybe, and that Mr. Corella was looking for you. But other than that, nobody's touched it. Up 2 floors and make a right.
Thanks, I'll find my way.
Of course. Have a good evening, sir.
Hold down the fort, boss. Nothing new to report. It's been pretty quiet here, except for the usual rumor mill.
The objective screen details your current missions and objectives. In here, you can find extra information that may help you better understand what needs to be done. Missions can be activated or deactivated, depending on if you want them to appear in your radar or not. Deactivated missions can still be completed.
Stuff?
Talk's all over the office, Mr. J. You really took care of those Purity First assholes. Wish I could have been there to see it. I would have liked to have kicked a few asses myself. Hey, does the company have an augmentation subsidy program? I'd totally take advantage of that.
Mrs. Reed?
Adam, I'm sorry you startled me. And please, call me Cassandra. You and Megan were together long enough. I was waiting for you.
Out here? Why not come meet me inside?
I don't know. I guess I'm just not ready. This is where you work, but to me, this is also the place where I lost my daughter.
I guess I never thought of it that way.
I'm sorry. It's not proper of me to come here and stir up bad memories, especially after what you've been through.
Yeah. A lot of things changed 6 months ago.
I can't get over how much they've changed you. At first, I couldn't even believe you were still alive. How do you handle all of this?
They did what they had to do to save me. And in a way, I can do more now than I ever could.
I'm glad to know you take it so well. Many of us wouldn't be able to cope so easily with such traumatic changes.
Can I ask why you wanted to see me?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. I'm here about Megan. About what happened to her. Or rather, about the investigation into what happened.
What about it?
Well, simply put, I feel something is not quite right with the way the case was handled.
You think there was some foul play involved?
I do. Call it mother's intuition. But when speaking to some of the investigators, there were a lot of inconsistencies. And then I met this detective, a man called Chase. He agreed things weren't handled by the book, although he has no proof.
And now you want to find out more?
I'll never hear my daughter laugh again, Adam. I'll never get a call from her to ask how I've been, or have the chance to ask her about her day. She was stolen from me. However unjustified this all is, I still want to know why it happened. You're not the same, Adam. And we've yet to see if it's for better or worse. But I know you loved Megan. Please, will you help me find out what really happened to her?
I never got a chance to investigate the attack myself. I'll look into it.
Thank you. This means the world to me, Adam. Really.
The first thing I'll need to do is meet with this detective, Chase.
Good. He works part-time as a security guard in an apartment building on Brooklyn Court. I'll be waiting for you in your apartment lobby once you're done.
Why does a detective need to work part-time as a security guard?
Oh, he retired soon after the case. I don't really know the details. Maybe he'll tell you more.
I'm on it.
Jensen, right? I've heard about you. Yeah, you were a good cop by most accounts. But you're lucky you got out. Look at the force now. Our badges mean nothing. We've got no authority.
Have you found anything? Please. I've got to know what really happened to Megan.
So what is it exactly that you need me to do?
Find out more information about Megan's case and why they mishandled it. You should start by meeting with Detective Chase. He works in an apartment building right next to the limb clinic.
I think that's about it.
Beat it!
Are you listening? I said go away.
Imagine. William Taggart, right here in Detroit. What a great man. I know some people question his motivation, but I think he's only looking out for the little people. Look, companies want profits, now. They don't care about the effects their products might have in 10, 20 years. I know my history. Just look at the tobacco industry. Thanks for at least talking to me. Most people just walk on by like I'm invisible. They've made it practically illegal to be poor in this city. Bastard Sarah's buying up whole blocks and upscaling them. Where the hell are we gonna go? California? The whole West Coast is gonna be underwater in another few years. Bastard Sarah's buying up whole blocks and upscaling them. Where the hell are we gonna go?
I can't believe this whole hostage thing. Terrorists on our own soil?
I know, and that guy Taggart claiming he has no connection? I don't believe that for a second.
I heard he's coming to make a speech at the convention center. That's like when the NRA went to Columbine after the second time.
Moses himself, coming to free us from the evil pharaoh, Seraph II.
Yeah. Well, let's hope for a plague on all the humanity front houses. Hey, Adam, didn't see you there. You heading home for the evening, or does Mr. Seraph have you looking into something new? Can't talk about it. Right. Well, just take care of yourself, okay?
Adam, nice look you got going on there. You must be hitting the clubs tonight. No rest for the weary in this city, I guess.
Have you seen the news lately? It's horrible. Global warming, augmentation regulation, it never ends. If only people would open their eyes and see what's really going on.
Nice sunglasses. But it's nighttime, you dig? A lot of cops out tonight. Must be something going down.
Any idea what they're calling for weather-wise? God, I hope this rain doesn't start up again. I left my umbrella at home.
You're a very lucky man to be able to afford all those augmentations. And the neuropozyne. According to Eliza, VersaLife is making billions on that stuff. It helps to have a captive consumer base, I suppose.
I don't mean to judge, but I think the people who choose to augment themselves are rejecting their own humanity. They don't understand that it's our limitations that make us human.
Don't get on my nerves, pal. I'm done talking to you.
Little advice? Avoid derelict row. Hate to admit it, we've lost it to the gangs.
Hey, pal. I can see you've had some work done, and I'm wondering, what do you think about this augmentation debate? Looks to me like a typical power grab. Every time somebody comes up with a new idea, somebody else will want to criticize it, regulate it, or ban it completely. But really, they want to control it.
That's a pretty lame come on, hun. Especially since I just know this humidity is ruining my hair. Whatever.
Well, shit, if it ain't the captain himself. Mr. Seraph done fixed you up good, ain't he? Give you a new set of glasses and everything. Damn.
How you doing, Letitia?
Didn't think I'd see you walking this boulevard anytime soon, that's for sure. Not after what happened 6 months ago. People said you's down for the count.
People tend to underestimate me.
You and me both, Captain. You and me both. You got any credit you can spare?
How about you give me some information, and then we'll see.
Oh, damn, Captain. You ain't no cop no more. Why you gotta insist on using them rules?
Because it's my money this time, not the department's. You want it, you better give me something that's worth it.
Yeah, I guess. So what you wanna know?
It's been a while since I walked the beat. Where would a less than exemplary citizen go these days if he needed to acquire some unlicensed firepower?
Well now, I hear there might be a gun seller or two around town. But an adventuring man, especially one fixed with some of that fancy techno-limbs Mr. Seraph makes, he might be able to acquire a few more if he's willing to go the extra mile.
Fine. I'll bite. Tell me about this extra mile.
You hear about the protest at Lim today? The one ass was about to get all violent till Mr. Seraph's factory stole all the news.
What about it?
Rumor has it, somebody wanted to make sure it got to Miss Eliza's attention. Maybe had a shooter in a high place somewhere, looking down on the Lim Plaza, aiming to turn things up a notch. Didn't happen, 'cause the factory. But you never know. They might have left something behind. You hear about the protest at Lim today? The one ass was about to get all violent.
What about it?
Rumor has it. Shit, Captain. That all you got? I was you. I'd look for some bright lights coming out of the windows of a boarded-up gas station nearby. And a bodyguard maybe hanging around.
You're almost busting the bank, Tish. This better be worth it.
Well now, what I suggesting here ain't exactly legal. And you being an ex-cop and all, I hope you won't take this the wrong way, but everybody knows the best weapons in towns are locked up inside the police station.
Yes, and that would be very helpful if I were still a cop. But I'm not. So I don't have the computer codes needed to open the armory's door.
Yes, but Tish here does. I overheard two rookies discussing it while I was warming myself by the trash can fire in back of the station. They was bad-mouthing that new boy, Officer Nicefield, for choosing patriotism as a password. Said it was no wonder he was being fast-tracked, whatever that means. Shit, Captain, that all you got?
I might need to do a little trespassing soon. Maybe get inside some places where I'd rather not be seen going in.
You being kind of vague, Captain, but maybe it's best I don't know the specifics.
You got that right.
What I do know, though, is that most people tend to look down, not up. And even when looking down, they don't necessarily think about what's under their feet. If a person ain't too squeamish about getting dirty, they might be able to get inside one of the more sensitive areas in the city. Especially if they arm themselves ahead of time with the right information. Interesting thing about the sewers in the city, Captain. Some of them pass right under the police station, but that don't stop some people from hiding things down there.
What kind of things?
I'm not sure, but a bunch of them walls been patched over pretty quick. A man like you might be able to find out why, especially if he's fixed up with some of the magic eyes that sees through stuff. Mr. Seraph has to make eyes like that, don't you think?
You've always had a good feel for this city, Tish. What's the mood on the street these days?
Oh, things ain't looking good, Captain. People losing their jobs, their homes, locking everything they own into those garage door storage units around town, hoping nobody breaks in and steals stuff. Mr. Seraph gonna save us? He better do it soon.
Or what?
Not sure. Just feels like this whole city's waiting to explode. Especially in the alleys behind the gas station. Most of the time, you's fine walking there, long as you don't cause no trouble. But you do something wrong, well, cops and punks both trigger happy these days.
Here. It's not credits, but...
Mighty kind, Captain. Mighty kind.
I think I've got all the information I need right now, Tish. Maybe next time.
I be's right here waiting for you, Captain.
You know who's behind these attacks on Seraph Industries, don't you? The same people who faked 9/11. They want us scared, man. They want every person in the Western world terrified some terrorist's going to attack us in our homes.
The good Lord made you in His own image. Why would you desecrate yourself? Don't you realize that the only thing you need in this world is His love?
You got anything you want to buy or sell? I'm the guy you want to deal with. Everything's on the computer, right at your fingertips. Always a pleasure.
I ain't got nothing for you. Check with the man. And keep your hands where I can see them. You hard of hearing or something? I ain't got the goods. He does.
People been saying odds equal progress. Look at me. I've been progress right out into the street.
Take a look. Drink it all in. It ain't pretty, is it? How about something for the karma?
Man, this city went to shit when the oil industry tanked. Cars falls right behind.
Augmentations ain't gonna change a damn thing. Who do you think's gonna be able to afford them, huh? Bad enough when I was just poor. Now I'm gonna be poor and out of date.
Grayson hooked me up with some real tight merch. Those Ugg lovers get in my face now, I'm ready to pop.
Grayson? Where he at these days?
Yo, where you been, man? You been running shit through that abandoned gas station for weeks.
Oh, word? I wanted to get some upgrades for my Zenith 10 mil.
He can hook you up nice, man. If you go, tell him I sent you. I want a discount next time.
Word. Yo, you look like the man who knows where to find that good shit. Upgrades, weapons, stuff like that. Don't worry, it's all good. I just need it for protection.
What you need, player? Cause I know where you can cop some goods. If you want some. Wait a sec. You ain't a cop, are you? Just forget I said anything.
About getting my pit bull augmented. Get him some cyber paws and cyber fangs and shit. Throw him in the ring.
Augmentation?
Yeah, word. We should, what do you call that? Register. Patent.
Copyright.
Yeah, copyright. Let's copyright that shit. Dogmentation. Yo, we gotta be rich, man. But don't be listening to me and my crew, man. Somebody might think you're a narc. You heard me. Get lost before I make you get lost. You heard me. Get lost!
Ain't
before
it
I make you
kinda
get
late
lost.
for someone like you to be using these alleys? Downtown ain't safe for pretty boys. Don't say I didn't warn you, pretty boy.
Word to the wise, handsome. Don't go straying too close to Derelict Row. Them crazies don't take well to enhancers. Seriously, even the cops don't go into that grease pit.